You know, usually all it takes is, I don't know, drizzle to shut down D.C., but not today. In fact, President Trump meeting with Republican members of the Senate in just the past hour, discussing their 2018 legislative priorities. We're going to update you with anything that comes out of that meeting, but top of the list has got to be the budget. We face a January 19th deadline. If they don't come up with one or some type of CR, continuing resolution, which they didn't yesterday with these guys, you know, the big four, both the minority and majority leaders in the Senate and the House, we close down. Government shuts down. The big four did signal progress from yesterday's meeting, but it's unclear which commitments had actually been reached, if any. One big sticking point, the Democrats. They say that if Republicans want to increase the military budget, fine. But the trade-off must be an equal increase in money for domestic programs, so-called discretionary spending. So what kind of money are we talking about here? Last year, the government spent about $1.07 trillion in discretionary spending, non-military, non-defense. Congressional leaders from both sides would like to raise the overall budget by just under $100 billion this year. Now, here's the divide. Republicans have put out a number. They want defense spending to be increased by $54 billion, non-defense programs by $37 billion. Dems say, nope, it's got to be equal. Let's see if we can bridge the gap between those two numbers with these two gentlemen. Republican Congressman Markwayne Mullin of Oklahoma is in his home state, and California Democratic Congressman John Garamendi in his Golden State. Congressman Garamendi, the reason I want to begin with you is because you're in the unique position of sitting on the House Armed Services Committee, so you know military needs. Do you see a meeting of the minds and money here? Is there a way to make both sides happy, knowing what our military and our citizens need?
Well, absolutely. You gave two numbers. What is the distance halfway between those numbers? Bingo, game's over, we can move on. It's very easy to reach a compromise. The underlying problem is that the tax bill that is now law ripped $150 billion out of the federal treasury this budget year. And so we start with a huge, huge hole, only going to be filled up with debt and deficit going forward. So there's an underlying problem here that has not really been addressed yet. And then you go to the infrastructure. We just spent all the money on taxes, on tax reductions. And so we've got a huge problem on how we're going to fund the government, even putting aside whether you go equal discretionary non-defense to defense.
Well, what about that, Congressman Mullin? Do you expect that there will be a budget deal, and to find the money for that, got to fire up the old money printer?
Well, you know, I really do believe eventually we're going to get to a deal. But when you start having a debt issue, you need to make sure that we have our priorities right. And right now we have a debt problem, no question about it. We had a very successful tax bill that passed that's going to stimulate the economy. We know that's going to take place. But when we start looking at our priorities as a government is to make sure that we secure our people's security, meaning that national security defense is and should always be at the top of the topic when we're talking about funding. If we want to talk about domestic spending, then let's talk about, rather than just discretionary, let's get into mandatory spending. We've talked to our colleagues on the other side of the aisle multiple times and said, if we want to increase discretionary spending for domestic programs, then we need to offset it with the mandatory spending side of it. Let's get into there and talk about it. I mean, come on, that controls over 60% of our budget.
Folks, we do have some breaking news on suspending. Hold on one second. We have some breaking news on suspending military budget. You're looking at Heather Nauert, the spokesperson for the State Department. She has just said regarding Pakistan, today we are suspending security assistance only to Pakistan at this time until the Pakistani government takes action against Haqqani and some of the other terrorists, etc. The U.S. will suspend security assistance aid. We're still working through the dollar figures right now, but we will, quote, not be delivering military equipment or transferring security funding unless it is required by law. Congressman Garamendi, your reaction?
Well, my reaction is this administration is doing everything it possibly can to turn every one of our allies around the world against us. You take a look at what's happened with our allies in every case, Japan, Great Britain,
I think it's
France,
a hard
Germany,
to say
all
that
voted
Pakistan
against. Well, wait a minute.
Ally.
Let me finish. Well, we have worked with Pakistan for more than 4 decades. Yes, they are a continuing problem with regard to the Haqqani network, but they've also been wait a minute. Let me finish here.
No, I have to say, wait a minute, because Osama bin Laden was in Pakistan right under the Pakistanis' noses. You tell me they didn't know that, and they don't treat their citizens very well.
They knew that they were there.
Listen, wait a minute. Let me make it very, very clear.
Let John Garamendi finish, and then Congressman Mullin, you can go.
We're not debating that point. What we're saying is Pakistan has been absolutely essential to the United States in our war in Afghanistan. Yes, they are a continuing problem, no doubt about it. The Haqqani network and the Pakistani intelligence services are close, but we must be very, very careful how we handle this. This is a major issue by the administration.
Right. We got 30 seconds before the commercial break. Congressman Mullin, your response, and I'm sorry we didn't get to infrastructure, which
That's
matters.
okay, but Pakistan is only a friend when we catch them in a corner. That's the only time they've ever proven to be a friend. They harbor our enemies. We know that the terrorist activities that are coming into Afghanistan are coming across that border. There is no secret there, and yet we continue to try funding them. For what reason? Because we keep trying to buy friends, and you cannot buy friends.
Congressman, both of you, thank you very much.
But you can make enemies.
Let's have you both back on DACA and infrastructure.